Hi everybody, it's me, Mishy, back again, Tuesday morning. Well, let me see. No, it's just gone into the afternoon. I hope you're all well. I'm okay, I'm better than I was. Remember I said last week we were going to go up to Manchester and hubby wouldn't take me. Not because he's being a arse, but because I wasn't well. We were meant to go on the Saturday. And on the Friday, I just wasn't doing well. I couldn't catch my breath. I was a bit of a wreck. And I didn't sleep very well during the night. And he just said, that's it, you're not going. So by the time I woke up, he'd already contacted my friend. And anyway, we're going to go again. It's all planned. We're going to go again. Well, we're going to go instead of again. We're going to go on the 27th. So not this Saturday, the next Saturday. So that would be good. We're going to give it another try to get to Bury Market and see what's going on there. So I was a bit bummed out, but at the same time, I knew that I wouldn't have enjoyed it. I wouldn't have been able to keep walking around the market and just enjoy it. So we stayed at home. I had a day of doing basically nothing all day, basically nothing. And I did do dinner. I cooked dinner, I cleaned up a little bit, but that was about it. And then Sunday I was feeling a lot better. We went to church as per usual. And this isn't going to be a totally Christian channel, so don't panic if you are not of the same beliefs as me. But prayer does work. That's another thing I was telling you about, that we needed somebody to come on board and do reception duty with me. Otherwise, there'd have been no receptionist there on Monday morning. And I saw this lady and I thought, I haven't asked her. We haven't asked her. Why did we not think of her? So I sort of said, what do you do on a Monday morning? She said, nothing. I said, do you want to come and help me every other week on reception? Yes, she said. Brilliant, fantastic. So she arrived yesterday morning. I have a key now to the church to get in, so we don't have to stand there in all sorts of weather waiting to get in. So that's a good thing. And it went well. It was a very busy morning. We have, there's different people that come in and out anyway to do things for the church. And then there's also a couple of ladies that come in and do English classes for the Ukrainian mums. Well, I say mums, ladies. Some of them are older and they're just learning English. So that was rather lovely. And they're always so chatty and they're trying to learn the English. And then I'm like, okay, you teach me some Ukrainian. So I can say, what's it? Dziękuję, which I think is that thank you. And dziękuję and Shadobre, which I think is good morning. I don't know, I can't remember. But yes, anyway, we did that and it was great. And then my other friend came in and we spent some time together in the church library, just having a time of prayer, which was good. She's going through a rather tough time at the moment, so that was nice. And then she said to me, I'm going to give you some words now as a sister, she said. You're doing too much. And I was like, no, I'm fine. I'm all right. No, you're filling up your days too much. You might have given up work. And I know you want to get out and about, but you're doing too much. So maybe I do have to pace if somebody else is saying that. So yes, anyway, today I've been up, well, you might notice, this is something I was going to talk about. I've got a bit of a fat lip. And it's one of these awful habits that I have. If I get wound up or anxious or something, I will either nibble my nails. I haven't done that lately, but they do need a bit of work done on them. Or I chew the inside of my mouth. And for some totally unknown reason, I started to chew the inside of my lip last evening. Don't know why. I thought, okay, let's sit with it. What am I anxious about? I haven't got a Scooby. And of course now it's a little bit like if you bite your mouth while you're eating and then you keep catching it again and again and again. And now I keep thinking, okay, I'm going to keep going and going and going. I've started it, so I'll finish. And I've got to stop it. I don't know why. There's nothing mega going on. But anyway, I've been up the road. I've had my blood test this morning. And results will be in next week, I expect, when I go back. And I was very brave, didn't cry or anything. But I'll tell you what, bureaucracy. When we got married later on in life. We were an older couple coming together. We'd known each other for donkey's years, 40-something years. But we've only just got married, really. So I went up, this is a month or two ago, I went up, took our marriage certificate, changed my name, and that was fine. But it still had me as Ms. and not Mrs. And I suppose I'm very old-fashioned. I wanted to be a Mrs. So while I was there, and I was making the appointments for our flu jabs as well, and I said, okay, let's sort this out. So I said to them, I came in and changed my name and everything, but I need to be changed from Ms. to Mrs. Well, lovely lady on the reception, but she had to call her senior down to do it. And she was telling me, oh, you've got to bring a certificate in. I was like, well, I've done that once. They've changed my name. It's just marital status needs to be edited. But anyway, it was an easy fix in the end, which is good. I'm now a Mrs., which is wonderful. But then it made me giggle on the way back because it reminded me of when my grandmother died. And my dad was sitting there and he had, this is going back years. Dad's been gone 12 years. Yeah, he's been gone 12 years. So this is a while back. It was in the noughties. And he's sitting there and he's got all this stuff all over the table. And I said, okay, what can I help with? He said, there's her blue badge, which you call the council and explain what's happened and see what we do. So we send it back. Do we just cancel the number? Whatever. I said, yeah, not a problem. So I got my phone. And when you have this feeling as soon as you start that this is one that's got to go on speaker so that he can hear what I'm dealing with. So I did end up putting it on speaker. And I said, I'm really sorry, but I'm sorry to bother you, but my grandmother had this blue badge, which is in front of me, so I gave her the number. And very sadly, she's passed away, so we need to stop the blue badge, and I need to know, do we send it back? At which point I put it on speaker because she said to me, are you the holder of the blue badge? No, my grandmother was. Well, can I speak to her? Not easily, no. She passed away. Oh. Well, I'm going to need to speak to her or see her. Well, she's, I thought at this point, my dad is starting to crease up. He was hopeless. He couldn't, if you wanted someone with a poker face, you didn't look at my dad. Don't look at me, I'm like him. He's starting to crease up. I said, well, it's a bit difficult for you to speak to her or for her to come in because she's dead. But it's her blue badge. Yeah, I know it's her blue badge, but I'm ringing on her behalf because she's dead. Well, she needs to come in. I can't do anything about it. I can't tell you what to do with it because she needs to come in. And I was starting to lose my patience a little bit. Mum had then by this time come in from the kitchen. She's creasing up. Both of them are trying not to laugh out loud. And because I was getting a bit sort of with her, I said, well, would you like me to bring her in before or after she's cremated? At which point my parents have just gone. They left the room because they were laughing. So you could hear them from the kitchen because I'm still at the dining room table. And I'm hit with this wall of silence from the woman. She said, oh, I've just been really, really insensitive and stupid, haven't I? I said, yeah, just a bit. But it got sorted out. But honestly, if that was back then in the noughties, and now there's, I can understand a point where you take your, because there's so much identity theft and everything. So I can understand taking your marriage certificate in, but honestly, never mind. So yeah, what else have I got to tell you about? I'm on the decreasing part of the blanket now. There's not much to show you on it really. It's just I've just started going back down the diamond shape. So when it's finished, I'll show you. So I'm on that. Oh, I'm working on that diamond dart. How can I pause this? I think that might be a pause. Hold on. I hope that was pause. Can you see what I've done so far? It's a bit difficult to do it because when he's home you can't, but I've done the black along the top. I've done white and green. I've done some brown. I've done a bit more white down here. But it's coming along. Do you see what, and it's a bit difficult with the plastic on, but do you see what I mean about the racing cars? I think he'll like it. I hope he will. So I've been working on that. I bought myself another cross stitch to do. This one's for the new baby coming. I've been busy with some laundry, just general houseworky stuff. And yeah, I don't know, life just seems a little bit normal at the moment. So anyway, I've rattled on now for going on 1/4 hour and probably not said very much at all. So, oh, I know what I was going to say. I was asked if I'd like to start up a knitting group at church. So I'm looking into when we could do it, and I think probably every other week on a Thursday. And the idea that I'm having for it, because I was told it'd be like my baby, and the idea that I'm having is that we would get together and knit things for charity, and we'll see which charity people choose. I'm thinking we could make lap blankets for nursing homes or hospitals, or things for prem babies or scarves and mittens and that sort of thing for kids in school that don't perhaps have them. I don't know. I did ask the Ukrainian ladies if there'd be any need for blankets over there, and the answer I got was no. So I suppose other charities have got involved and are supplying all the things they need. Don't know. If you've got any ideas, let me know. Yeah, I think that's it. So I'm going to be out of here. I'm going to get some lunch, and probably my next job will be ironing. There's not much to do, not really. So I'll do some ironing, and then it's Slimming World tonight. I think with any luck at all, there might be a bit off. Keep your fingers crossed. Maybe I can lose some of what I put on. God. But we'll see. And yeah, you take care of yourselves, and I'll talk to you soon. I'm not sure what I'll be doing. You might be on the balcony doing something. I don't know. We'll see. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.